Hi everyone, Happy New Year and a beautiful, beautiful 2013 to you. I have my avocado plant to show off this afternoon. This is an avocado pit that I think I started growing in water like 2 months ago, maybe more, maybe 3 months ago. And it's finally giving me a little tree here. So wanted to introduce you to my avocado plant before I put it in the soil, and it's going to grow into a huge giant tree and one day give me avocados. Yay! Okay, so I know it's been a while. I have a walking around very active toddler, so I am not, I guess, I don't know, I haven't had as much time to do this, but I'm getting back into it. So for 2013, to begin, let us just connect to our breath and to go up vertically to the higher realm to receive any guidance that we need to receive today for this month and this whole beautiful year that's ahead of us. And maybe we can decide just tonight together as one consciousness that whatever happens this year, that we'll have compassion for ourselves, and we'll have understanding, and we'll have just a sense of even if the year isn't as amazing as we might want it to be, that we'd still have just an understanding that we're doing our best, and that we're sort of the quality of our life is going to get better once we understand self-love is what's most important, and not so much our achievements in the world. Okay, so I am really excited. I get to do a root chakra meditation tonight at Ganesha Center, and I channeled some messages about it, and it was about balance and being more in line with the cycles of the moon, because now we're entering a phase of I mean, you know, the Mayan calendar ended on 12/21, and we started the sacred feminine. So being more aligned with the sacred feminine, which means that perhaps for all of us, men, women, children, we're gonna want to really rest when we're tired, and we're gonna not want to push ourselves as much, and maybe or major productivity is gonna be also aligned with the cycles of the moon. So what they were showing me is when the moon is sort of that you know what, maybe I can just show you, it's on the iPad. Can you see that? When the moon is in the phase of being open to the right, so when the moon is sort of that whole week, you know, it's sort of open to receiving, and this is, they told me, a time of higher productivity, of higher sort of getting more information and getting it on paper, and maybe even starting to connect with people more. But then when you've got the moon sort of on the other side, where it's open to the left, which is what we're in now, we're sort of on the 18th of January, we're sort of looking backwards. So what they were telling me is, and I have no knowledge of the lunar calendar besides what I channel. So if I'm wrong on this, according to other people, I'm just channeling what I was told today, that when it's open to the left, that's the time for us to go inward, and a time for us to clear past beliefs that are maybe contributing to difficulties in our lives. Well, not maybe, they are. Most programs that we agreed to take into our consciousness when we were children, you know, or we just didn't discriminate, so we took in these decisions and these programs. It's possible that they're holding us back today. So right now we're sort of at a really good time to maybe say goodbye to 2012, maybe think about anything in 2012 that you didn't fully process, and really sit with it and let it go. I'm going to be doing some of that tonight in the meditation, so I think I'm going to record it, and then I'll make it available if you want to sort of go through it with us, to let go of what needs to be let go of. And we're going to probably do some work on beliefs as well, since it's the opportune time for that. Now, when the moon is full, what they were telling me, which, you know, that's coming up for about a week, that's a time of sort of integrating what happened, sort of looking at your life and processing what's been happening, and this is a time to sort of decide on what, and I can't remember everything they were telling me, but it's, and I'll tell you again maybe when the full moon comes, but it was about processing, just processing and looking at your life and the decisions you've been making, and is it sort of what you want to head to the next month or the next lunar cycle. So I thought that was really awesome when I got that message for the meditation. A note on letting go of 2012. The Goddess Circle I'm a member of by Leonie Dawson. She has a calendar for your personal life and your business. And in it, she has a whole section on letting go of 2012 and processing what happened. So I'll put a link below here if you want to just check out her calendars. I think they're only $10 each. So it's really worth it, because then you sort of start on a clean slate and you get to plan your goals and dreams for 2013. Yes. Okay, good. So the theme for this month and this whole year was balance, and also being aligned. So with that sacred feminine, not pushing it when you don't feel like it. And that will get us aligned with riding the wave of inspiration and riding the wave of just that intuition that's inspired by when you're maybe meditating, when you're not trying to do, but you're just being, which I find is the easiest way, which I know most of you know this already, but it's the easiest way to manifest and create, is when we're not really trying and we're just in that state of being. Okay, awesome. So I wanted to pull cards from Archangel Michael deck today, and the only way that I can do that is on my iPad. So I will do that for us now. I'm holding the intention that this is for whatever, if it's for this week, this month, this whole year, whatever it is that it needs to be for. Okay, so we're going to do probably 3 cards. Okay, here we go. So it's a really awesome app to have available when you need one. All right, so I'm going to pull some cards here. Oh, I want to pull the other one, this one. Just using my beingness here. Let's see, what else do we want to pull? Michael is so awesome and powerful to work with. He helps light workers find their passion and their purpose. This is so beautiful. So lean on God and the angels for support. Okay. I really resonate with this card. This whole week I've spent many times realigning my purpose with working for the angelic realm and choosing to sort of serve that energy in the world, knowing that it's a really pure form of contributing to the planet. So we're working in alignment with the angelic realm. And, this is, okay, let me see what they want us to know. Dear God and angels, and this is the prayer, I give you this situation, whatever you have going on, I give you this now and completely. I step out of the way and allow divine miracles to shine through everyone and everything involved. And this card is about going outside also, and sort of getting off the computer, off your desk, going for a walk if you're told to go for a walk. Just this week when I was writing the newsletter, they were telling me, go for a walk, and I sort of was resisting that because it's freezing cold outside. But I did it, and it was really worth it, and I got to see beautiful little doves just sort of be together on the grass, and it was very rejuvenating, and then I was able to finish the newsletter within a few minutes afterwards, versus if I had stayed at the desk, it might have taken a lot longer. So this is sort of encouraging us to listen to them and to ask them for guidance. And, it's a good reminder, because I think we forget to surrender our situations. And time after time, if we surrender the situation, you'll find opportunities that you may not have been presented in the past, because you were sort of trying to do it on your own. Here it says, you're a strong and independent person, yet there are times when everyone needs support. And for you, that time is now. This card guides you to give the situation completely to God and the angels. If you try to single-handedly resolve it, you'll burden yourself with unnecessary worry, which also blocks you from experiencing the solution at hand. When you allow others to help you and support you, you empower yourself, right? So, another theme I've been seeing in my readings this week was that it's okay to be vulnerable, and it's okay to ask for help, and that even if we're vulnerable, we're not going to be ridiculed. We're going to still be loved. And, I just think about this plant. I keep going back. I look at this every day, and I'm so amazed how big it's getting. And I look at her, and it's like, or him, and I think about, the vulnerability of nature. I mean, everything around us is vulnerable, yet it's the most beautiful part of the planet is everything that's so raw, and everything that's so available. It's not shielded, it's not so protected, it's not sort of boxed in anything. It's just open. It's just so beautiful. All right, so let's look at the other ones. The present, self-respect. Okay, great. So this is self-respect, okay? And again, I'm not doing this right now, am I? Okay. Sorry, it's hard to see. I highly recommend you get this deck if you want. It's from Doreen Virtue. Okay, what is this saying? You know, this reminds me of what they were telling me about the full moon and going inward and realizing who we are and understanding sort of who we are outside of our obligations and demands from life. And that really requires time to ourselves to find that truth, which you know that. It has the Om sign on this card, which speaks about opening to energies, receiving energies to strengthen ourselves. And you know, allowing our desires and our passions for life to come maybe from the divine inspiring us. So instead of letting society dictate, so you know, what we should be engaged in creatively, or what we should be doing work-wise, or what we should be doing, you know, to get the latest phone or car or whatever, maybe to allow your meditation time, your time, there's a reflection in this, your time with you know, your time connecting to the sacred space that you have within and with spirit to dictate, to sort of guide you forward with creation. So, you know, that means maybe painting and drawing without a goal, just doing it for fun and see what comes through. You know, meditating first, or okay, and you know, remembering how incredibly precious and sacred you are, just as you are, you know, without having to do a whole lot. Okay, Archangel Michael is supporting your quest for happiness, health, and abundance by advising you to respect and love yourself. The situation you're inquiring about has some dysfunctional aspects which can adversely affect your self-esteem. This card is a sign that it's time to honor yourself, even if others aren't treating you in a worthy manner. You deserve respect from yourself and others, for you're a beloved child of God, just as everyone is in spiritual truth. Okay, it's a really awesome reminder for the whole year, you know, just to sort of decide to ask for help and to respect yourself. And third, so this is, you know, if you're taking these steps, the situation is already resolved. And I really will second that, Archangel Michael, is the second you go, you know what, Michael, I need help, or God, I need help. The second we truly surrender, not from a place of, you know, well, you can be frustrated, but I mean just really from that place of humility and total surrender, it just is resolved within sometimes minutes. It just gets done. And so I've given you worries, cares, and concerns to you in exchange for true peace in all ways. Thank you for resolving this situation in a divinely perfect way. Maybe, you know, strengthen your relationship with the divine this year, and decide that you'll be inspired and guided in all ways, and see this angel here sort of holding this little boy and looking upwards. And that's really what angels are for, is they're here to come down on our level and take us up to the higher vibration, to look up for us to the truth, so that we don't have to try and remember the truth on our own, and we really don't have to remember all the truths and what we're supposed to do on our own, because that's really hard. We live in third dimensional reality, which has its which, as you all know, is a pretty hard place to live in. So when you work with the angelic realm, they then make it their responsibility, and it is their whole purpose to uplift us. So I'm freezing my butt off right now, so I'm going to stop this reading. It's really cold in Vegas right now. But I want to just finish with, check out my newsletter. If you sign up for my newsletter, you get a free 12-minute aura clearing meditation. And also, just this week, I wrote about how you can you can avoid getting sick, and which I'm going to not do because I'm sitting on some cold. But I'll be fine. But just check out my blog. It's at danielledove.com. It will tell you 10 ways to avoid getting sick. And it tells you my story of going to Panama and not getting the flu when everyone else around me was getting the flu, and how I was able to avoid it. So thank you for this beautiful time together. Leave any comments or questions you have, and I'll do my best to get back to you. And hopefully I'll get to do this soon. Okay, bye.